If your shower steamers crumble or fizz out before you even use them, you're making these common mistakes. And no, it's not your recipe. I'm going to show you how to make your own lavender shower steamers that actually hold together and actually work in the shower. This is a super simple recipe. We're going to grab a bowl. In there, we're going to put our baking soda, citric acid, cornstarch, and our lavender essential oil. A little bit of mica powder. Now this is optional. You're also going to need some witch hazel in a spray bottle. Mistake number 1, underwetting your mixture. When you're making this, if you don't use enough of the witch hazel, it's gonna be too dry and it's not gonna hold together. Even though you put it in the mold and it looks like it holds together, it's gonna be a crumbly mess when you unmold it. Remember, we use witch hazel as a wetting agent. Now, if you use not enough of the wetting agent, then your dry ingredients aren't getting wet enough to create a shower steamer. They're gonna fall apart and crumble no matter what you do. So when you go to unmold them, even though you did everything else right, they turn into a crumbly mess, and this is very disheartening. Now, the reverse of that is the second mistake that people make, and that is over-wetting. If you add too much witch hazel, it starts reacting early. Remember, we're working with baking soda and citric acid, and when we add water to this, it's what creates the fizzy that we need in the shower steamer. But adding too much witch hazel, it will literally fizz out of your mold. Not only does this use up your fizziness, so you're not going to have as much in your finished product, it also makes your shower steamers look ugly. They're kind of bubbly on the top and they just don't have the same visual appeal, and they're not going to work as well. And this one's often overlooked, but it's not packing your mold tightly enough. You have to remember that in order to get these to keep their shape and to be a nice tight shower steamer and hold together, we need to make sure that we're really packing everything together. We need to really press it in there. Think about when you make a bath bomb and you really overpack the mold to make sure that you get a nice tight bath bomb that holds together. We need to do the same thing for a shower steamer, even though we're leaving it in the mold to set up before we take it out. We need to make sure we pack it well. Now, here is what you actually want to do. Slowly mist your shower steamer mixture with witch hazel. Every couple of sprays, come in with your hand and mix it together. Make sure that you're mixing the sides of the container, the bottom of the container, all of that. Everything should be mixed up. And then give it a couple more sprays and do the same. You're gonna do this so it's just wet enough that it holds its shape when you squeeze it. You should be able to take it and drop it into the bowl multiple times without it breaking. That's how we know we're at the consistency that we need to be at. Then you need to work fast. You're gonna pack it into your mold firmly, like really pack it in there. Now, when you follow these steps, this is what you should get. When you unmold your shower steamers, they should be in exactly the form that you want them. No cracking, no mess, nothing like that. And in the shower, this is the difference. You get a shower steamer that's long lasting, that has plenty of fizz left in it. Now, when using a shower steamer, you don't want to place it directly under the water. What you want to do is place it in a corner of your shower where just a little bit of water is going to hit it, so it activates slowly and it lasts longer. To recap, when you're making your shower steamers, if they aren't working, you're going to want to make sure that you don't underwet it. You're also going to want to make sure that you don't overwet it, and that you're packing it into your molds tightly. And that's how you get a wonderful, perfect shower steamer every time. And if you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I test all of these products and I walk you through common mistakes that are made so you don't waste products trying to learn.